Have you ever heard the story from Rolf Dobelli's book, The Art of Thinking Clearly? It goes like this. Max Planck, the brilliant physicist, won the Nobel Prize in 1918. Afterward, he embarked on a tour across Germany, delivering lectures on quantum mechanics. His driver, who had heard the lectures countless times, had an idea that would spice things up. He suggested, "Professor Planck, giving the same speech over and over must be boring. Why don't I take the stage in Munich? You can sit up front, wearing my driver's cap, and we'll give them something new." Planck, excited by the prospect, agreed. The driver delivered an impressive lecture on quantum mechanics, receiving thunderous applause from the knowledgeable audience. However, when a physics professor raised a question, the driver humbly deferred, saying, "I didn't expect someone in such an advanced city like Munich to ask such a basic question. Allow my driver to answer it." Planck's driver had listened to his lectures repeatedly, enabling him to imitate and perform like Planck. However, his knowledge was merely a show, like a flower in a mirror, beautiful but lacking fragrance. It couldn't solve real problems. So, when faced with a specialized question, only the real Planck could provide the answer. In the book, the author distinguishes between two types of knowledge: deep knowledge, acquired through profound understanding and reflection, as demonstrated by Planck, and surface-level knowledge, obtained through superficial comprehension and imitation, like the driver. With the advent of the internet, we have access to an abundance of knowledge, but it's impossible to delve deeply into every subject. Surface-level knowledge does have its advantages for beginners, allowing connections with professionals in other fields. Engaging in conversations, even at a surface level, is better than remaining completely ignorant. However, let's not jump to conclusions about topics we haven't deeply understood. Even experts can make mistakes, let alone us novices. Surface-level knowledge also has its drawbacks. Just like the driver in the story, we may mistakenly believe we understand something fully, only to stumble when questioned. Worse, we might mislead ourselves and others right from the start. As Richard Feynman once said, "The first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool." To avoid self-deception, we need critical thinking and deep learning. And here's the most effective method to unlock your potential and develop a deep understanding. The Feyman technique, consisting of 4 steps. Step 1. Choose a concept. The first thing you need to do is select a specific concept or idea that you want to understand deeper. Grab a blank sheet of paper or open a blank document on your computer. Write down everything you already know about the subject. Avoid using jargon or complex terms. Keep it simple and to the point. Step 2. Teaching the concept. Imagine you are teaching it to a child or someone who has no prior knowledge of the subject. Break it down into simple terms. This step forces you to simplify the information further. Step 3. Identify gaps. Now, it's time to review your explanation and identify any areas where you struggled or found gaps in your knowledge. Are there any parts that you are not confident about or that you struggled to articulate clearly? Upon review, you might find areas where you struggled or couldn't provide a clear explanation. By pinpointing these gaps, you know precisely where to focus your efforts for further learning. Step 4. Revisit and refine. This step involves revisiting the resources and materials you used to learn the concept in the first place. Revisit your textbooks, online articles, or any other resources you used to understand the concept. By revisiting the material, you'll gain a fresh perspective and fill in the gaps you identified. Take notes, create diagrams, and seek additional resources if necessary. The goal is to refine your understanding and enhance your knowledge of the subject. The Feyman learning technique revolves around simplicity and accuracy. Ask yourself, can you explain what you've learned to a 12 years old? Try using everyday examples, analogies, and force yourself to reach others' understanding levels. Linking concepts to familiar things. Challenge yourself to simplify those portions, breaking them down into easily understandable words. Remember, simplicity is the key. Now that you know his secret, I hope you'll effectively apply his techniques to your learning. Let me know if the Feynman technique has inspired you. Thank you for watching. Like and share to those around you. Let's help our friends become learning masters. Till next time.